Are you in love? Do you believe in all that romantic nonsense? Do you want to spend a fortune going to a humid lagoon with a bunch of other loved-up idiots proposing to one another? Then Venice is perfect. Be warned though, those photos with your partner you want to make your friends jealous will cost you. It cost Jeff 48 million bucks. You land at a normal airport on the mainland and your two main options to get out to the 180 small sinking islands where your ordeal will take place are either water bus or water taxi. Now anything with bus in the name, whether it be land, water, sky or space, is surely a miserable experience, so I got a water taxi. F***ing hell, that was a mistake. Yes, it only took 25 minutes, but I'd been done for 160 euros and I was still carrying my suitcase. I felt sick. Only 55,000 people live in Venice, but it gets over 30 million annual visitors. That means that around 15 million husbands and boyfriends are dragged here against their will every year. Venice has shown mercy on these poor bastards though, as there are a lot of pubs with beer at about 6 euros a pint, and there's also a museum of war that you can escape to get your sanity back. Venice does mainly consist of taking a lot of photos of tourists with a tiny bit of beautiful architecture hidden behind them if you look carefully. You come here for two reasons: to get a photo on a bridge and to get a photo in a gondola. Bridges are free as there are over 400 of them. Gondolas, however, cost a lot. And I rode in one on my own, which is so humiliating it must be worth a like, a comment or something like that. The gondola pilot was cool, and although he saw what I was doing was utterly pathetic, he didn't say it out loud. Being stared at by all the tourists was embarrassing, and that's before I was relieved of a lot of cash for the experience. Another thing you can absolutely smoke money on when you're travelling is data roaming, unless you get it sorted before you go away. So while I ride in a gondola on my own, at best looking like a loser and at worst looking like a creep, let me urge you, if you're going away this summer, to download the Aerolo app. Say you're going to another city which will be completely underwater in a few years, like Miami, Lagos or Shanghai. You just search for the country or region you're going to and then easily buy an eSIM with a local data plan on it, saving a fortune in roaming charges. You just activate the eSIM when you get there and use your phone as normal, keeping the same number. They have over 20 million customers, they cover over 200 countries and regions, and if you download Aerolo and use code PHIL3 at checkout, they put a few dollars in your account. This is utterly humiliating. We're going to get off in a second, go grab a beer and decompress. For 30 minutes, a gondola is about 100 euros, and they don't want you doing the 30-minute trip. Be prepared for intense upselling. For a romantic excursion fit for a proposal, you are looking at 150 to 200 euros, and there is no privacy. You have your mate on the back driving the thing and crowds on every bridge staring in at you. Crowds are a big thing. I went into the Basilica, but don't worry, I won't show you because I know you don't like religious buildings, and I also went up the bell tower, which is fun. Yes, you do get a great view of the most beautiful city in the world, but trigger warning, you are in a confined space with American tourists. They're polite, they are just a bit loud though. Top tip, if you're a bunch of polite, smart single guys, go to Venice. 2 days is all you'll need as it's not that big a place, but other than couples, it's mainly groups of women on girls' breaks away, fueled by Prosecco and selfies. I'll leave that information there. Venice used to be capital of an empire, but Napoleon did for that and it had to join Italy. Now it only has one source of income. It is 100% reliant on tourism. That is it. But then you probably guess that. It's not exactly going to be reliant on farming or theme parks, is it? Should you come? Well, yes, if you've always wanted to and you don't mind crowds. It can be done cheaply if you're careful about who you fly with and where you eat and drink. My hotel was in the city centre during peak season and was £140 a night, which struck me as good value. Oh yeah, and just get the water bus to and from the airport. Despite the name, it's not that bad and it's 90% cheaper than the water taxis.